You getting it twisted, getting all jelly, cause you think I'm with them, but you know you not ready. My truth got me up at 6 a.m. Tapping in the Zoom, cause my God is the REM. Straight up, he died for me. When I pull up, I know he got me. Don't play faves, we all his queens. When they say woman, they mean God.
Hey, good people, this is Yvonne, the Motivated Man. Yep, you hear me, you're not going to see me, because I'm here with the owner of Honeybee. And if you're wondering what Honeybee is, right, if she looks familiar, she's a friend to the show, Determined Women of Destiny. She's been on before, and she is the Yoni Queen. Now, Yoni is the Indian name for vagina. And that's what we talking about. So if this going to bother you, you can turn off right now. But I hope you stay, because it's going to give you some information. Charlene, welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Now, I want you, just to see Charlene, you just need to hear my voice, because it's Charlene's day. She opened up her Honeybee in Patchogue. Is Patchogue?
Patchogue, yes.
Patchogue today.
Yes.
It was the red ribbon cutting, and inside of here is just magnificent. So 2 years ago, I interviewed you, Charlene, right?
Yes.
And since 2 years, you came from Yoni Steaming and a few products in your home,
Yes.
to now having brick and mortar,
Yes.
lingerie oils, body butters, this wonderful place. And you have seating for 4 women to be in here at one time.
Yes.
The music in the background, I don't own the rights to it, so YouTube don't hit me on that. But it's serene, it's clean. Tell me, what has been your journey for the last 2 years that took you from your home, a very small project, to now brick and mortar, where you can service more people?
I think step one, COVID happened. COVID happened, and and I limited people coming in my house. So when I started limiting people coming in my house, that kind of stopped the steaming. So I pretty much was just moving the products. From there, I came up with, listen, I really need to be in a shop. I need to be in a shop. I really didn't, sometimes it gets overwhelming with having a lot of people coming in and out of your house. I understand that my business was there, but home is home to me. That's what made me start looking for a shop to get into, where that I like to keep things separated. My home life is my home life. When I'm at work or I'm at business, I'm doing business, I need to keep it separated.
Okay, so you needed that balance.
That balance, yes, that's a better way of saying it. I needed balance.
And this was birthed out of the COVID situation.
Yes.
See,
yes.
A lot of women have started businesses from the COVID situation, right? And so you took what you were already doing.
Yes.
And you decided to expand it.
I expanded, yes.
So tell me a little bit more about this expansion. What do you offer now that you didn't offer before?
I think now, I personally like the more professional setting. I like that. Like, my house was okay, but life is still going on in the house. Here, it's more private. It's more private. Like, even though the curtains are open right now, you can kind of close this off and shut out from everything. You're not going to hear anything other than the music that you're playing or whatever you're doing. It's private.
So tell us the importance of Yoni Steaming. Exactly what is Yoni Steaming? So there's people that don't know. So take us from the beginning of what Yoni Steaming actually is.
So Yoni Steaming is another way of maintenance for your vagina. It's pretty much maintenance. I kind of like just sum it up to, how you have your car, your dream car. I think I might have told you this. You have your dream car, you drive in it, and you have to maintain that thing. You got to maintain it. It's not, you don't have, people think a lot of times you have to have something wrong to steam. No, it's maintenance. You take your car for an oil change. You should make sure that your female parts are just as good as your dream car.
Okay.
So I'm going to walk you through the steps of actually when you come in and you get a steam. When you come in and you get a steam, we'll sit down and do a one-on-one consultation, and you'll explain to me, what, if you are having an issue, explain to me what issues you're having, or if you're just doing it for an overall detox as maintenance or whatever, there's a steam for that. Right now, I have 7 different steams that will address 7 different things. Actually, there's one for overall detox. There's one for fibroids. There's one for fertility. There's one to add more moisture. There's one if you're battling dryness. What's another one? Trying to think of the last one. I can't think of it right now, but there's another one.
See, there's so many
menopause.
There's so many different components to this, right?
Yes, it is.
So to steam the yoni, you guys, there's the seat, right?
Yes.
And then there's a bowl, stainless steel.
Yes.
So it's all hygienic.
Yes.
Germs don't live on don't live on steel once you have disinfected it, right?
Correct.
So there's boiling hot water.
Not boiling.
Not boiling.
Not boiling. It's not boiling. And I do want to say, if anyone tries to do this at home, do not boil your water. If you boil your water, your tissue is probably gonna feel the effect of that. It's not gonna feel good.
Okay.
Yes. It's kind of like when you run your water for a nice hot bath.
Okay.
It's more like that. If your water has came to a boil, it's too hot.
Okay, so it's a warm steam.
Yes, a warm steam.
Just warm enough so that the herbs that are put in the water are able to just release all of its healing properties.
Yes, correct.
Now, many of you don't know, but for a woman, her largest mucous membrane is her vaginal area.
Correct.
And your mucous membranes are what take in stuff, right? And that goes directly into your body. So when you steam your yoni, right, and you have these herbs, it's not only cleansing, but it goes into the mucous membrane, which goes into your capillaries, which goes into your veins and your arteries, and it helps cleans out the other part of your body. So a yoni steaming is a total body cleanse.
Yes. You broke that down very well.
That's because the last time...
You broke it down very, very well.
But the last time I interviewed you, that's the information you gave me. So I remembered it.
Yes.
So for women, this is like the ultimate cleanse.
Yes,
the ultimate cleanse. Now, how many times a year do you think, or a month, or what? How many times should a woman have this done?
You can, at the minimum, once a month, but at the maximum, you can steam up to 4 times a month.
Okay.
Sometimes, you don't even, you can just steam for relaxation. It's another way. I like to look at it as another way of just resetting everything, where you sit and you just relax and, let all the cares just go free. And, I like to steam for that too. It doesn't, you don't have to have, anything wrong. You don't have to be dealing with any type of issue. You can just do it for relaxation.
Self-care. Add it to your self-care.
Yes.
You do your hair, you do your eyebrows, you do your nails, you do your feet.
Yes.
And, the sad part is for women, right? We don't think about our vaginal area until something happens. Whether there's a smell we don't like, if there's an itch going on, or if there's pain. And we totally forget about our yonis. But our yonis should be part of our self-care. Now, you had said there's different types of yoni steams, right?
Yes.
So if a woman is having problems with fibroids, tell us about.
So there's a book that I have, and I'll look it up, and it'll tell me all the herbs to put in there. You can steam for absolutely anything, but the guide that I use off of what I've researched, what I know. So, there's hundreds of steams, but these are the ones that I focus on.
Okay.
So off the top of my head, I can't even tell you actually what goes in it. You know what I mean? Do I have the herb list? Yes. If you come in and you tell me this is what my issue is, and it's something in that book that I actually make steams for, we'll sit and we'll talk about it.
And everything is customized to each woman. So
yes, it
even
is.
though I may have fibroids, right? Mm-hmm. I may also have a heavy cough, right?
Yes.
I may also want to lose weight, right? Mm-hmm. I may also have eczema.
Yes.
So you can put different herbs in there
yes.
to just make it for me.
Yes. Yes.
And then everything that I just told you about can be handled through this.
Correct. Even when you come in, some bags of herbs are pre-made. Mm-hmm. I make them. I put the herb bag together, but like one of them, a regular detox steam, has lavender in it because it's relaxation. But if you tell me you have an allergy to lavender, I'll make a fresh batch right there without the lavender for you.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. If I have an herb that we can substitute the lavender for, mm-hmm. we can use that. You know what I mean?
How do you know if you have a allergic reaction, right? So that's the thing I know women are going to say, well, what if I do this steam and I have allergic reaction? What can I do?
You would actually, I honestly, I don't even want to say because I haven't ever ran into anyone that had an allergic reaction to any of the herbs.
Right, because herbs are natural.
Herbs are natural.
There's chances that you could because there's always chances for everything.
Yes.
But
this is why, like, when you come in, when we sit one-on-one, mm-hmm. I actually go through every herb that's going in your steam. So if you are allergic to lavender, you already know you're allergic to lavender. So when I hit the lavender herb, mm-hmm. you'll be able to say, Charlene, I'm allergic to that. I can't use that. Okay, well, we'll mix up another batch.
Okay.
So it's kind of personalized, too.
Right. So you come in, you get a consultation.
Yes.
You get your own personalized herbs. You keep a card on that person. You keep a record.
Yes.
So every time they come in, they can either add to their own personalized herbs.
Correct.
That's for them. They can add or they can subtract, all depending on what's going on.
What's going on, yes. And everything is confidential.
Oh.
Everything is confidential. Even when it comes to the products, I do not say this person bought da-da-da. If you don't post your reviews, nobody will ever know you made a purchase.
That's wonderful.
Not even something as simple as body butter. If you don't give me permission to post whatever, you can message me and say that was the best body butter I ever used, mm-hmm. or whatever. I will ask you, can I post this review? If you say no, nobody's going to know that you ever bought that body butter from me unless you tell them you bought that from me.
Okay, so
the hair oil, same exact thing.
So you have customized treatment that is personalized mm-hmm. and also made private.
Correct.
I'm going to go to break, and when I come back, Charlene's going to tell us a little bit more about the products she has and also about this wonderful place that she has called Honeybee. We'll be right back. Sis, you are your ancestors' wildest dreams. Everything that our foremothers dreamed of, you are. Those women were snatched from their homeland, brought to a country that had a climate they didn't know and a language they couldn't understand, but yet they survived. And you, sis, you are the designated survivor. Purchase this journal. It will guide you through scripture so that you could jot down your hopes, your dreams, and desires to live the life that you've been waiting to live and that your ancestors died and fought for. Go to lulu.com, make your purchase today. That's LULU.com. Okay, everybody, we are back. I'm Yvonne, the Motivated Man. I took a rest from the camera today, and I am here with Miss Charlene. Miss Charlene is the owner of Honeybee here in Patchogue. Today is her ribbon cutting, so y'all will see this Sunday. We're doing this on Saturday, the day before. She's located at, is it 30?
20.
Oh, I'm sorry, 20 Medford Avenue in Patchogue. Yes. So if you're on Long Island in New York, come on, stop by, give her some love. But if you're watching this out of state, because my ladies in Utah, I love you, love you, love you, you can order. You can order. And before we went to break, Charlene was telling us about Yoni, which is the Indian name for vagina. She was telling us the benefits, how it can just help your whole body. And now she's going to give us a little bit more information on the herbs. She has body butter. She even have lingerie in here, and how you can order from her and how she will ship to you. So if you can't come in here, you can do a Yoni Steam at home, and she's going to give you that information. Now, we don't want you on Long Island to do your Yoni Steam at home, because we want you to come into the Honeybee, and we want you to be able to access this wonderful room, this wonderful atmosphere, right? And there may be times that you can't get to Miss Charlene and you have purchased the herbs from her and you want to do it at home. But initially, if you're here on Long Island, come down to the Honeybee. And if you're out of state, order. Now, before we went to break, you were talking about the herbs and how you personalize all of this to each individual woman that comes in, right? So, and one of the things you talked about was the fibroids.
Yes.
Menopause is a big thing.
Yes.
And you have a Yoni Steam for menopause.
Yes.
Now, does this Yoni Steam help with the night sweats?
Yes.
Okay.
Hot flashes. It'll help with all of that.
And all what do you do? Like you,
It's the same way, just the herbs are different.
Okay.
So the process is still the same. We still do a consultation. We still, you're still going to sit on the steam chair for the same amount of time. Mm-hmm. All of that's the same. It's just the herbs that change.
Okay.
So the herbs would just go according to what symptoms you're dealing with from the menopause. Okay. So if hot flashes is one of them, there's a herb for hot flashes. If night sweats is one of them, there's one for sweat.
Okay. So they can just purchase these herbs from you too. Also,
yes.
They can purchase, once they have the Yoni Steam, they can leave here with their herbal package.
Yes, correct.
Okay. And you also make body butters. Tell us about those body butters.
The body butters, there's 4 different scents. There's a guideline now too.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
And it just dropped today.
Yes, it just dropped today. Cloud 9 in top tier.
Okay. That's for the men.
That's for the men. For the women, it's honey love butter and pina colada. Okay. There's a pina colada set.
Now, guys, if you're watching, and women, you have your man. We want them soft too.
Yep.
We tired of these little ashy boys running around here. Can we just rub them up and make them moisturized men?
Right.
We want moisturized men. So, Christmas is coming up, and your man may not be a corporate man. He may be a man that works outside, or he works with his hands, or, he's a rugged brother. This could be intimate time with you and your partner, and, just take and just rub him up. Make him feel like the king he is. Because if you make him feel like a king, I guarantee you he gonna treat you like a queen.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is.
I done gave y'all your Christmas plan, right? You got your Christmas plan intact. And I want to tell you, I tried the body butter. What was the sample that you gave us today?
That was pina colada.
Okay, first of all, it smells fabulous. And it's not an overly perfume scent, right? Yes. It's really natural.
Yes.
And I'm feeling my hand now, right? It really makes it feel like satin.
Yes.
It feels so good, and it goes in. It absorbs so quick.
Yes.
And that's what you want, because
it doesn't. I like it because it doesn't leave you greasy.
Right. And see, for me, I'm running out the door every morning last second.
Uh-huh.
So I don't have time to wait for something to absorb, because my clothes will be ruined.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So this absorbs quick. So by the time I finish doing my whole body, and I iron my clothes, because I iron my clothes every morning. I'm lazy like that. By the time I iron my clothes, I can put my clothes on, because now I'm not greasy, right?
Yes, correct.
It has absorbed. So out of all of this, right?
Yes.
Where did you get this concept to do this? How did you just sit down and say, hey, I'm going to do something for women so that they're healthier and they're whole?
Yes. So for me, it was more or less, I went by what I was dealing with, what I was facing. And I battled like a heavy cycle, severe cramping for years.
Are you busy?
Yes. Give me 1 minute.
So buy something.
Okay, give me 1 minute, please. Thank you.
Before you go any further, I didn't cut the camera off because I want y'all to see that sometimes when you're doing business, you have to stop right then and there and service the person that needs your service. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, now, come on.
So I was actually dealing with a heavy cycle. It was cramping where you didn't even want to get out of bed on day 1, day 2. And I kept going to the doctor, and they kept saying, oh, this, oh, that, let's put you on this pill and try to regulate it. The cramping will go away. And, it just was a bunch of stuff. Really, it was a bunch of stuff. And I kind of got to the point where I felt like it's trial by error now. Now you're just trying stuff on me. Well, let's up this medication and we're going to drop. No. And I got frustrated with it. I got frustrated and I said, I'm not taking none of this. So I'm not taking any of it. So I went online and I started looking up stuff, and I actually came upon bee steaming. So I started doing research on the herbs. Like, let me see what this is, what this is.
Right.
And after doing research and kind of like educating myself on it, I said, you know what, I'm going to take a chance and I'm going to buy it. So I ordered a bag of herbs. Offline. And when I ordered it, I got it home. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this on a toilet bowl. And this is going to be this. And I did. In the first month, I didn't see nothing. I'm like, oh man, I wasted my money. All right, whatever. I got the rest. It felt good. It was comfortable. I enjoyed it. It relaxed me. So I'm going to try it again. I had the extra herbs. I tried it a second time. When my cycle came that second month, I'm like, wait a minute. I think I seen a change.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you ain't seen that. It ain't that happened. I had enough for one more steam. And I did that third steam. And when my cycle came again that following month, it was different. And I knew it was different. So then I started educating myself even more. And now I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. If I'm steaming on the toilet, and this is where you release in the toilet, and I'm talking about good energy and all this stuff.
Right.
I might want to take this to the next level.
And help other people.
It
got to be other women going through this. It just can't be me.
Right. So I'm like, maybe steaming on a toilet is not the best place to steam, because you're actually releasing the waste from your body in there. We're talking about energy too.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? Let me come up with a better way. And I started looking up more stuff. And I still was steaming in between all of this. And I want to say about probably 6 months later to a year later, I said, you know what? I'm going to do this as a business. And I had a guy do 2 custom chairs. When you go out into the lobby, it's a picture of the 2 chairs on the wall.
Okay.
And it says on there, you're going to laugh, because the 2 chairs are there, and it says, this is where it began, got it out the mud. That's what it says. Because those are the original 2 chairs. Those are the only 2 chairs I have not bought here. I left those purposely in my house.
Okay.
Those 2 are in my house. But that's where it started. So then that's when I said, you know what? Okay, let's do this. I did it for a year out of my house, and I said, wow, this is pretty cool. Like, a lot of people are coming. Let me go to the next step. Then I got the DBA, and then I went and got the LLC, and it just took off from there. As time went along, I kept doing research on herbs and educating myself on herbs, and I'm like, wow, they have so many benefits. They actually address every issue that you can have.
Man-made medicine allows your body to feel better. It doesn't heal you.
It doesn't heal you.
Now, herbs will heal you.
Well, yes.
And that's why it takes a longer process, because once you're healed, you don't have to worry about that happening again. And every westernized medicine is made from the components of an herb.
Of an herb. Yes.
So we going back to the mud on this.
Yes.
And we're putting women in a position to be healthy.
Yes, I like it. I do. Even when you go out to the lobby, it's teas over there. You've got to try some of these teas or whatever. It's all herbal stuff.
Right.
It's all herbal stuff. That's what it is.
So it's about cleansing the body.
Yes.
And then, you get a chance to cleanse your mind. And then, once your body and your mind is cleansed, then your whole life can work the way that you want it to.
Yes.
Right? You can sit down, you can write the book.
Right.
You're not worried about health issues, right?
Correct.
You can sit down and maybe you can plot out some stuff, financially, right?
Yes.
How to take your financial status to the next level. So it's all about just the health and the wealth and the prosperity of a woman's body to take her to where she needs to be. Charlene, thank you so much for just giving us this information. I am so proud of you. I wish you much success in your business. You have shown us that perseverance goes a long way. Stick to itness. Don't give up on your dream. As Charlene said, I know if it worked for me, it would work for other women. So basically, it's a business, but you're just giving back. What was given to you. This place is filled with family and friends. That's what all y'all hear in the background. Everybody's come out to support you. And we just look forward. Determined Women of Destiny, you're a friend to the show. Come on back. Let us know and tell us how we can reach you. We can set up an appointment. We can buy your products.
Okay, so you can you can visit the website at diamondhoneybee.org. No, .com. No, .org. Or you can actually better yet, you can actually visit the Instagram or Facebook at honey.b607. Once you get on the social media, the link to the website is actually on there. Just click on the link, view the items that we have, and make a purchase.
And make sure you let her know that you heard about her from DWD, and she's going to do something really special for you.
Yes.
So until next time, good people, peace and blessings. And don't forget, keep doing what you're doing until what you're doing is done. I promise you the next show you'll see me, but you didn't need to see me this show. You needed to see Miss Charlene.
There goes a woman of God. I'm a woman first. I'm a woman too. I'm a woman true. I'm a woman. Oh.